Hey everybody, happy Sunday to y'all. Welcome to the stream. A little bit of a different stream today. Haven't done something like this in a while at least. Sort of just putzing around with a few different games. Trying some stuff out. On the SuperStation, I'm not gonna pick it up because I have it plugged in. Maybe I should get the image in here in OBS. Hang on. That way you can see exactly what this thing looks like. I bring it up here in this window. That's way too damn big. Let me scale that down. So this is what the system that I'm using looks like. It looks very much like the PS1 Slim, as you can see. Nice little device. Let me make it a little bit bigger just for now. Yeah, like you can see. Like you can see, it very much looks like a PlayStation 1. The ONE model, hence the name SuperStation 1. It is a MiSTer FPGA console? Kind of a console. So if you're unfamiliar with the MiSTer project, what it is, it uses an FPGA chip, field programmable gate array, to simulate other systems. Basically, it's emulation, but in hardware rather than software. If you emulate a video game, usually it uses a piece of software to simulate the system you're trying to run. Like you fire up a Super Nintendo emulator, the emulator is trying to behave like a Super Nintendo to play a Super Nintendo ROM on your computer, your handheld, whatever. What these do, anything based on MiSTer, anything based on FPGA chip in general, the chip itself is what's simulating the system. And so there's benefits to this, like lower latency overall, like, you know, lower input latency if you use a controller in a dedicated port on the system, stuff like that. You lose out on some stuff too. Obviously, it's not as easy to use because you need a dedicated device. You can't do certain software things. Like historically, one of the reasons that I stayed away is retro achievements, which I've gotten really into, not supported by FPGA systems, the MiSTer and everything. Until now, they're starting to be supported on MiSTer, which is very cool. And one of the reasons I started to get really excited that I pre-ordered this. And I thought this was a good time to show everybody what it's like now that they're starting to roll out more. Now that people are starting to get them in their hands more. I ordered mine with the dock, which I guess I could show what that looks like as well. One sec here. Yes, there it is. I'm on the Retro Remake website. That's the company that makes it. You pull this one in here. Swap this out for this image. There it is. Yeah, there's also a dock that you can get for it, and this is the one that I have. This is the SuperStation with the Super Dock, they call it. And the dock isn't essential. You don't need it. All it does is that adds a disk drive for playing your physical copies. Normally you need ROMs. And then adds a bunch of ports all around it as well, like a bunch of additional front-facing USB ports. Adds some ports in the back for, like, it adds an extra HDMI, I forget what that's for, and some other stuff. Also adds like an SSD slot, an M2 slot. So extra functionality that's not necessary, but it's cool to have. But for right now, I'm just using it. Too big. Like this. I'm just using it as a nice sleek little system that's just right down here on my desk. Nice. Yeah, if you already have a MiSTer, you don't need this, because the idea is that the big selling point of this was that it has a console UI that they're working on, but I believe that's just going to work on any MiSTer system. So if you already have a MiSTer set up that you built a while back, That should still work with the console UI once it rolls out. Mine does not have it because it's currently in beta. I think that's one of the downsides of what Retro Remake has done with this rollout, is the fact that it's you bought a system that isn't completely finished yet in software. Yeah, like Interstellar mentioned, I don't think the disk drive on the dock works because you need the functionality in the console UI that they're building for this. And I believe the version of the console UI that's rolling out any day now, they apparently ran into a bug with it that they're trying to like hurriedly fix. But you need that to work in order for the disk drive to work on the dock. So, yeah. The rollout of the system has been a little messy, but just using it as a MiSTer rather than the console side of things, it's been great. Like, I plugged it in, I loaded it up with my games, I connected a controller, I was up and running in like 10 minutes. And that's always been the biggest hurdle with MiSTer, is that's always been difficult to figure out, okay, what do I need to build this thing? It's almost like building a tiny PC. You need to like stack a bunch of stuff together. Like, here, let me see if I can find a good picture of what the average MiSTer setup looks like. Yeah, here we go, from Pi My Life, one of the Raspberry Pi fan sites. Has a good image. This is what like the average MiSTer setup looks like historically. Here, let me make it big for a second so you can see. That's really what they have looked like in the early days. And then people started making cases for them to like hide all of that like circuit board looking guts of the system. Eventually we got like nice plastic and then aluminum cases for these things, but it kind of looked like a bit of a science project for a while there. And so then going to, God, Jesus Christ, OBS. Going to the much more elegant design of the SuperStation and have it just be a single thing that you take out of the box, you plug in, and it just works, has been nicer and easier for a lot of people. And for me, it includes me. I didn't want to like worry about, am I getting the right add-on boards and what to add and everything, but so I think this is a cool device. I'm glad that I have one now. Yeah, I just want to putz around with it for today's stream. I just want to mess around. Who asked about it? Idiot Box. Is this stream to flex on Mike because he can't get his SuperStation running? Yes. And so today we're gonna play a whole variety of games. I want to show off maybe some of the harder to run games like the N64 core, because N64 seemed like the upper limit of what FPGA would be able to do, at least our current FPGAs, you know, the chips themselves. And so I want to see like how well the N64 stuff works. I want to show off some PS1, because PS1, obviously this thing looks like a PS1 Slim. PS1 is the big selling point of this, so I'll show off some PS1, but also some of the other systems. And if y'all have some good requests, some really cool stuff to show off, I would really appreciate that, because I'm gonna try to brainstorm like how we can try to push this thing into its limits. I think we can work together, just like EP Idiot Box worked with us to provide one more subscriber to the community. Thank you, Idiot Box, for gifting that sub right there. Let's transition on over to this scene. So when you turn on, here, I guess I'll turn it off first. This is the 4x3 scene. The MiSTer does output 16:9 HDMI, any MiSTer, not just the SuperStation. Output 16:9 over HDMI. I have it cropped 4x3 because almost every system we're going to be playing today is 4x3. Unless I fire up GBA, I think that might get a little funky. We'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely fire up the Saturn core, because the Saturn, despite on paper being less powerful than the PS1 and the N64, Saturn emulation has been difficult. And that's one of the reasons that I want a MiSTer, is because it seemed like the MiSTer Saturn core was starting to overtake software Saturn emulation, like on your PC or on your Steam Deck, your retro gaming handheld, you know? So yeah, we can fire up a bunch of stuff, but there's a few that I really want to hit, and then if like we have just downtime, I'll take all of y'all's suggestions. Gift a sub for being a hater. Yeah, that's a trade-off I'll take. Yeah, I'll just have this music rolling in the background when there's downtime, and once we get into games, I'll turn down the music and then just have the audio from the system. Okay, so first of all, oh, I guess I can... Hang on, let me switch to just chatting one so I can show off. So the controller I'm using is my handy-dandy 8BitDo Pro 3. I do love this controller. If you watch my other streams, you know that I use it for basically everything nowadays. I use it on the GameCube and Wii streams because it works well with Dolphin, and in particular it has motion controls and everything for doing all the Wii stuff, all the Wii wiggle-waggle nonsense. But another reason that I like this is that on the back here, I don't know if my camera shows it well. Yeah, in the middle, below the pogo pins there, I think my camera's not going to focus out, but you can see that there's a mode switch. And so what that does is this controller can basically sync to 3 different devices at the same time. And so it can use, there's one mode for the 2.4 gigahertz dongle. It's like the little dongle they plug into your PC. And there's 2 different Bluetooth modes. And so these different modes actually can be synced to different devices. So you can basically sync it to 3 things. And so what I'm using it for right now, because it's a more, you know, PlayStation style controller, you know, the Pro line of controllers is more like a Super Nintendo mixed with PlayStation is what they've become. And then the Ultimate is more Xbox style. I like the idea of having this sync to my PC using the dongle, and then one of the Bluetooth modes is synced to my PC as well using... So the dongle is Xbox mode for compatibility. The Bluetooth mode that I have synced to my PC is Switch mode, which is less compatible, but allows me to do the motion controls in Dolphin for Wii stuff and whatnot. And then there's the third Bluetooth mode, which I've actually paired to the SuperStation to use as a retro controller. So let me fade back over to this scene. It is super handy. Also, we do have another controller. I do also have the 8BitDo 64. And so when we switch over to N64 stuff, I will be using this controller because this thing rules. As you can see, it has proper shoulder buttons. These buttons, they are not triggers. They are, in fact, buttons, which I love. Let me see if I can get my camera to... without the light making it too bright. Maybe. There we go. You maybe see that has an 8-way gate on the analog stick. Like on the actual N64. The analog stick is more GameCube style, but I think it's a nice in-between of the N64 controller, the functionality you would want from it, but like the shape of a GameCube controller. I love it. It's great. Yeah, by the way, I'm glad you brought that up, Interstellar, because I did have that... Like, I get nothing out of doing this. I just like for people to have good deals on stuff that might seem interesting to them. Let me send this... Hold on, it's on my phone. Let me send it to my PC. If you want one of these, the 8BitDo 64s, and this color too, the N64 color, for a good price, the Woot app has some good deals going on right now. So yeah, Wario posted this a little bit ago. If you use the Woot mobile app, you can get for $28, which is just, I think that's a fantastic price for like such a good controller for a specific use case. Just thought I'd drop that in case anybody wants it, but yeah, I will mostly be using the Pro 3 this stream, I think. So All right, let's actually hop back over to SuperStation now. So when you turn on the SuperStation, you're going to be met with this. Get my capture card a second. There you go. One randomized background. Let me see if I can... Do I have a scene with my capture card set up in widescreen? I think I do. And put it down here. Yeah, so in full screen, or I should say in widescreen. Full screen is 4:3 if we're talking VHS and DVD. But in widescreen, when you turn on the MiSTer, let me do a different wallpaper. There you go. You'll see something like this. So when I turn on my controller, it's already paired. There, I turn down, it's navigating it perfectly. Wonderful. I will then move over back to this 4:3 screen. They have a better representation of it. And then also, usually don't stream like this. I'm actually going to change my monitor over to the SuperStation. Usually I just stream from my PC screen, but there we go. Okay, now I can see it. So the idea of the SuperStation is for you to not have this. The idea is to have a much more console-like UI, but that's not ready yet. Like I said, in this unfortunately messy rollout they've been doing. But what you do get, at least for now, is a MiSTer. And so if we want to fire up, let's start simple. Let's fire up the NES core. Yeah, imagine having issues with your SuperStation, Dan. Like, what kind of schmuck would have issues with their SuperStation? You gonna be me? Let me see. I do believe that's going to be a little off-center. Let me try to recenter it a little bit. There you go. Okay. So now the core is loaded. So I hit the home button again and then hit load NES file. Let's start simple. Super Mario Brothers. Simple, right? Oh shoot, I gotta switch back over to my PC so I can fade down the music. One sec. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so now I switch back over to the SuperStation and actually see it. Hit start. Mario. Stomping on Tupas, you know? Let's see, it's probably a little quiet. Let me turn it up a little bit. Do I have some funky filter on my capture card? No, I don't. So I should be able to turn this up. Probably around there. Let me know if the NES beeps and boops are too aggressively loud there, or it should be good. But yeah, it's the NES as you know it, right? It kinda just works. It's pretty cool. The SuperStation does have scanline filters. I don't know if I really want to show that off on NES. But you know what, actually, when you pause Mario, good point. When you pause Mario, it's a static screen, so this should show up fine on stream. So if I hit the home button and then go to the right, there's a bunch of more options. One of the interesting ones is... I'm still getting used to this, sorry. Let's see, video processing, no. Where is it on this one? Okay, just on the NES menu. It says NES on the left. This where it has audio and video. There we go, palette. So from here, you can choose the different palettes that they've made for the NES. Because the weird thing about the NES is that it didn't have super defined colors. They kind of just did an approximation. So everyone saw the NES differently on their CRTs back in the day. Like, this is a more vivid one if you had a Sony TV. If you used it on like a PC monitor, it might look something like this. This is one that you can dial in yourself. And then this is the one that I've been using because I'm like, yeah, that looks how I remember seeing it back in the day. And then, yes, there's also, we go back under the system settings. This is where things get cool. If you load a preset under the video options, you can then go display specific. And the MiSTer, I was very happy. I did not know about this. If you have the latest up-to-date sources and everything, there's a whole menu for that. Not gonna get into that too much here, but if you update your MiSTer/SuperStation to the latest everything, some of these CRT filters slash shaders are very good. So I like this Sony Trinitron one. Check this out. I know this is gonna like be absolutely crushed to hell on stream for some people, but here, actually, let me see if I can. If I pull it up, okay, yeah, that still shows, yeah, for the most part how I see it, as long as it's on a static screen. As long as it's on a static screen, y'all can see. So this is definitely closer to what we imagined back in the day, right? Also, let me make sure that the aspect ratio is scaling. Integer scaling. There we go. So now when I do that, yeah, that's the good stuff. That looks how it should. And so compare that to where is it? It's in video processing. Compare that to raw pixels, and it makes a night and day difference, doesn't it? Yeah, it's running well. Like NES, of course, you would expect it to. But it looks and sounds accurate. And that's the best praise I can give it, you know? Is that, yeah, this is what I remember. Crap. I have not played the first Super Mario Bros. In a long time. Does it have HDR and black frame insertion? I believe it does have HDR. I don't think it has black frame insertion, though. And if anyone's wondering about those, so black frame insertion, the way a CRT worked is that it was a scrolling line going down your tube TV, like that TV back there. It wouldn't just show every single frame all at once. It would like go line by line down the screen. And so, the reason that some games look awkward when you play them on newer screens is because the content wasn't designed around a TV or a monitor that would display the whole frame all at once. And so black frame insertion restores some of that original motion clarity that you would have by having the screen scanned in line by line, hence scan lines. It restores some of the motion clarity you get of having that method rather than the sample and hold frame by frame method, by alternating every frame being a completely black frame. That way the image doesn't linger on your screen as long and doesn't just look odd. Like, content can just look odd on a modern display. Retro content can. And black frame insertion helps give you some of the original motion clarity. It's very nice. It also makes the screen darker because, you know, you're inserting a black frame every other frame. So to offset that, what people have figured out is that you can inject the content into HDR, you know, high dynamic range, which makes the content brighter overall, should you so choose it. That can offset the darkening that black frame insertion does. Now, like I said, I believe you can set it so that the MiSTer does HDR output, but black frame insertion you cannot do on the MiSTer. So that's one of the reasons that you would still want to, like, connect your MiSTer, your SuperStation, whatever, to either a scaler that can do black frame insertion and any other CRT shaders that you would want to do. Like, for example, that's why the RetroTink 4K, even the 5X, but especially the 4K is really nice to have. But also some TVs do it. Like, newer LG TVs are known for having black frame insertion. And that's really nice. Yep. Shoot. Oh, jeez. I know you were still alive over there. I'll also say, I think I am with this game in particular noticing the downside of using a Bluetooth controller rather than a hardwired one or a dedicated wireless dongle. I think there's a little bit of delay, but it's workable. Totally doable for just like sitting on the couch and playing a game. We all didn't come here for Mario. Everyone's seen frickin' Mario before, at least the first one. Let's see, what else? Is there any... I could fire up Zelda or Contra, sure, but I don't really want to do that. Let's change cores. Let's go generation forward. Let's go to Super Nintendo. Oh no, I'll just admit I'm also not good at the first Super Mario Brothers now because I haven't played in so long. It's been so long since I played Mario 1. Let's fire up... You know what, let's immediately go to one Mario generation up. Don't worry, Dan, don't worry. I still got your Mario. Oh, it remembered that I like the CRT shader. Hang on, it didn't remember the scaling. Oh, because I had this outputting at 1440p, because now the MiSTer can do 1440p. Also, yeah, phrasing, Dan. Jesus Christ. So where is the menu? SNES. Am I just... Audio and video, there we go. Yes, please give me integer scaling, thank you. If you don't know, you want to do integer scaling because it eliminates any shimmer that you might get. Let me, for the sake of the stream... Well, I guess, you know, on a static screen, you can see how nice the CRT shader looks, right? Let me then show you some raw-ass pixels. Oh my god, it looks so different. Look at the wood around the frame. Look at the wood frame around the border. See how it's just kind of a mess of brown pixels that you're like, yeah, I can tell that they're going for wood there. But if you look at it as designed, suddenly that slight blurring of everything, it's like, oh yeah, wood grain. I get that. So some more shaders will show that off better, but yeah. For now, let me turn it off because it sometimes doesn't look great on stream once the action gets going. This game's a little quiet. Yeah, and you can, of course, yeah, you can mess with the scaling options to fit how you like to do them, of course. Which is nice. It's nice that you can dial things in. Let's see, what are my buttons? Okay, so on this controller, A is the spin jump. Also, that's a little loud now. One sec. Also, if I'm doing things correctly, I believe you should just hear the audio once and it should not be doubled. I haven't done it this way in OBS before, but I think everything should be good. Duck. And then, are both X and Y run? They are. Perfect. Oh, jeez. Oh, little Mario can just stand under it. If you you can't tell, most of my Mario experiences with 3D. I haven't played the 2D ones in quite a while. First time I played this, of course, was on Game Boy Advance, just because of my age. Eventually I got a Super Nintendo to check out some original hardware stuff, and played through the entirety of this, and hey, this is a very good game. But yeah, this is the generation where, especially with Genesis, but even Super Nintendo, there was variance between consoles, and so sometimes what you would hear, what you would see would be different based on which console you had. And like, you know, by ear, by eye, like everything seems... shoot. Everything seems legit, everything seems to check out in terms of accuracy to me. That's ultimately what matters, is it accurate to how you remember it? Yeah, gimme. Yeah. Shoot. Get wrecked. Oh yeah. Mario time. Ah! See, like right there, I swear I jumped. Can't tell if that was the Bluetooth or just me being ass. Probably me being ass, but no way to know. Whoop. Did I get bounced? Does I get bounced? Nope. In there? Yeah, I can. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You thought. You freaking thought. You charging ass. No. Yeah, you're Chuck. Can you use a wired controller? Good question. Yes. And not just yes. If I pull up the image of that device again... Let me go back over here to... whoops, this scene. Where I have this image. So if you take a good look at the SuperStation, if you look on the front there, it kind of looks like it has a memory card and controller port, like on the actual PlayStation 1 Slim. And that's because it does. The memory card port is, well, it's a memory card port. And then the controller port is a SNAC controller port. I forget what SNAC stands for, SNAC. But basically it bypasses USB, Bluetooth, anything like that. So that way you can plug in a wired PS1 controller and it just goes directly to the chip, just like it would on a console. So that way you can have a lower input delay. Really nice. Okay, so let me go back over here. Yeah, Super Nintendo. Works great. Works great. Let's go on the opposite side of things of this generation. Let's see, it would be under Mega Drive, right? Yeah, Mega Drive. Also, I don't know what that error I keep getting is. I just did the update all script and it keeps giving me that. Would you say it works super? I sure would. I sure would. So let's do the classic. Let's do the waterfall test. Let's give you those raw pixels. Well, actually, yeah. Let me give you those raw pixels first. Sonic the Hedgehog. Right around here. So with the waterfall test, specifically, I just want to show off the quality of the CRT shader. I don't necessarily want to show it off in raw pixels. appropriate slowdown there. Verifies the accuracy. Where's the waterfall? Right around here. Yep, there it is. Shoot. Yep. Okay. This is also good because Sonic also, when you pause, it just gives you a still screen. Hello. Thank you for joining. So as you can see, you know, the waterfall test with Sonic is infamous because these are pixels where on a CRT, you know, just the way the CRT displays the image combined with the slight diffusion of each pixel, it causes the waterfall to appear transparent on top of the background. And so there are various things you can do, like Nader in the chat mentioned, you can do things like blending the frames so that way transparency works properly. I just really quick wanted to show off the quality. I'm still impressed by the quality of just the on-device CRT shader. Because, again, there's a little bit more image processing we can do to make this look even more accurate. But look at how just immediately turning on just the CRT shader makes it look a lot closer to how it should, rather than, you know, just lines of pixels overlaid on top of everything. It looks just fuzzy enough, just diffuse enough that, yeah, that's how. And let me unpause it for a second. That's probably gonna kill bitrate on your side, but that looks basically how the waterfall should be. Then, yeah, let me see, Nader, which option are you talking about? Let's see. Composite blend to auto in the main core menu. Is that under video, did you say? Or is it elsewhere? Composite blend, there we go. And then, yeah, that really makes it look, again, this may absolutely decimate it on your end. I'm trying to stay as still as possible. Let me get the rings too to eliminate that factor. But at least on my end, that really makes it look transparent the way it's supposed to on a CRT. And it's really, really cool that you can get this natively on the MiSTer, on the SuperStation, anything, you know, like that, without needing an external scaler like the Retro Tank or whatnot. But again, let me pause it. And even with the composite blend off, yeah, just showing how it looks in comparison. You know, you can see how it's sort of blended together already, and then showing it in comparison to just those raw pixels. Wait, wrong one. Let me see. That is... Okay, so look at the waterfall. That's how it looks with the Trinitron shader that I really like. And then that's raw pixels. This is raw pixels. Look at the difference there. That is just... The difference is night and day. This just looks like... This looks like what it is. Just lines being drawn on top of the background. So I'm really impressed that you can just buy... you can build a MiSTer, you can buy a pre-built MiSTer and have it work wonderfully on your screen without needing an external scaler nowadays. It's awesome. It's really great. That's the only reason I really brought us into Sonic, though. Let me see, is there anything else on the Mega Drive? I'm still learning how to, like, go through the MiSTer menus, so apologies if I press the wrong thing. Let's change cores now. What else do I want to show off? I could show off Mega Drive cores designed based on direct decapsulation and die analysis of several chips from the console. Yeah, I did know that. That's one of the most accurate cores so far in the MiSTer system, and that's cool. Like, I love the work that people put into the Genesis / Mega Drive. Like, everything with MD Fourier for the audio and everything to get that accurate in emulators over the years. People have put in so much work into getting the Genesis correct because of how, like I mentioned, there's a little bit of variance with Super Nintendo. back in the day, Genesis systems were wildly different. Like you could have so much variance between like two Genesis models of the same line based on which chips they use. So it's really cool, all the really hard work that's gone into it over the years. So let me see, what else do I want to do? I can show off handhelds. This isn't like, I wouldn't use this a ton for handheld games, but there are some handheld games that, like, you know, they scale up pretty well. So thank you, Norm Matt. So here I have the pixel grid. Oh, let me put a game on to avoid that flashing. Jesus Christ. That was a bad idea for this core. Okay. And then if I do enter scaling, does that still fit in the frame? Trying to see how much is cut off. Not much, if any. Yeah, there's basically nothing cut off if I have integer scaling on. That works. So, Metroid Zero Mission, one of my favorite games, personally. I can also show... Yeah, Interstellar, it's really cool that, and, you know, I'm not shilling for the SuperStation or anything, not getting paid. I bought this with my own money. I think it's really cool, so I want to show it off. It is nice that it's both a pre-built MiSTer, Taki and the team put a lot of work into making sure that's working really well in terms of video quality. Like, apparently, I don't think this was the right choice, but I guess I'm glad in the end. One of the reasons the SuperStation was delayed is because he wanted it to be like in whatever community like video quality grade that they assign. He wanted to get the highest grade. He wanted to get like reference quality for video out on the SuperStation. That way if you buy a SuperStation, you know it's like as accurate to whatever output on original hardware that it could possibly be. It's wild. So let me see. Yeah, because this is a pretty static screen. You can see the background. Let me do... Alright, so this is raw pixels. As you can see, very much raw pixels. And then with the color LCD filter, makes it kind of look a little bit more like a blown up, you know, GBA screen. And then, yeah, someone mentioned it. Yeah, Nader mentioned, you want to be a real sicko. You can use a CRT shader on it instead. Yeah, like using the Trinitron filter for a Game Boy Advance game. Now it just looks like a Super Nintendo game, frankly. But yeah, I usually do actually like the color LCD preset that they have here in the MiSTer. Let me once again see. Yeah, it doesn't look like we really have anything cut off on the image. It's a little off-center. Human error, but looks good. Mike accidentally ordered the pooper station instead of the SuperStation. We've all been there, you know? We've all been there. There she is. Greatest video game character of all time. Yeah, and see, it's a little funny playing a Game Boy Advance game on a bigger screen, because like this was clearly designed for smaller screens. Look at how big Samus is on the screen. Oh, that's a speed up toggle. I did not know that's what that button did. Oh, good to know. One by default you have one button to speed things up in like Pokemon or whatever. Yeah, if you put my stream as a smaller window, it looks a little more accurate. Which, by the way, yeah, chat, if you didn't know, if you haven't seen the streams from back in the day, Zero Mission, one of my favorite video games. I do keep it running top 5, and Zero Mission is held strong as my second favorite video game of all time, just behind Mega Man Legends, which we will probably be showing here in a little bit. Just, you can even see, without me even playing it, you can see how it feels good. Like, that's one of the things I love about this game. Like, look at Samus's jump arc. From just a tap of the A button, look at how close you can get her to the ground. And then if you hold it a little bit longer, more of a traditional jump. And if you really hold it, oh yeah. Like, the weight, the physics, shooting, everything. The system of just like you press a button to aim diagonally up and then you press down again. You press down in order to aim diagonally down. It's like, it's so intuitive. You love Fusion but never played this one. This is, I would say, almost inarguably just a better video game than Fusion. I love Fusion, don't get me wrong. I love Metroid Fusion, but this is, if you don't like the chattiness of Fusion, for me it's never been like a deal breaker, but I don't like it. And you just want something more straightforward and into the action, play Zero Mission. Like, this is the best Metroid game as far as I'm concerned. Like, you don't want chattiness, you don't want Federation BS, you don't want to, like, get into all of that stuff. Like, you just want Samus doing cool stuff. This is Samus doing cool stuff. I also love... Did you see how this worked? You see how this waypoint system works? This is the perfect waypoint system in a video game. Metroid Prime does something very similar. When you want to know where to go next, go to a Chozo statue, you sit down, you take a break. It just points you in the right direction. It puts on your map a waypoint, doesn't tell you anything else. So like if I did not have this portion of the map available to me, this would just be blank space. And it would just say, hey, go in that direction. We're not going to tell you a single thing about how to get there. Adam's not going to yap your ear off about how to get there. No, just go in that direction. Figure it out. You'll get there. That's all any video game needs. Just, I always liken it to, it's the video game equivalent, it's the digital equivalent of someone grabbing you by the shoulders, like spinning you slightly and giving you a gentle push. Like, just go. You'll figure it out. Love it. A gentle push, exactly. Yeah, and some people mentioning that they don't like the Zero Suit stuff at the end of the game. I think it's... So it's there very much as like a bonus for people who played the original. And I totally understand not liking it. If you just mainline it though, like, I've played this game so much. I genuinely think I've played through this game in its entirety easily over 100 times. I might be over 150 times at this point. There was a period in my life where I was speedrunning it like once a night for several months. But even like just, I took a break for a while and then came back to it casually. You can absolutely get through the Zero Suit segment in like, not that long. It's like 20 minutes or less. Like even sort of playing blindly. But I do understand people not liking that it switches to like some Metal Gear stealth stuff at the end, and yeah, I get it. Just an immaculate feeling game to play. Give me that long beam. You know, I always wondered this about... I'll shut up for a second so you can listen to the music. Okay. I always wondered, because when we play on software emulators, yeah, there's always a slight crackle in the audio. And I hear the distortion. Have you listened? There was the crackle. Okay. The distortion, I believe, is just a side effect of them. The Game Boy Advance doesn't have a traditional sound chip in like the traditional sense of the word. Like a Super Nintendo retro system would have a sound chip. It does all the Game Boy Advance stuff in software, And then it also has, because it has the Game Boy's original hardware, some of the stuff can be done on the Game Boy sound chip, but it doesn't have a dedicated Game Boy Advance sound chip. And so sometimes stuff is distorted a little bit. Yeah, you can put like a low pass filter on. You can filter the audio and stuff. Someone mentioned that a little bit ago. Sorry, I missed who. Zet Sensei talked about filtering both the image and the audio on MiSTer, which is very cool. But I noticed that slight crackle every once in a while. I believe it's because the sound is done in software, and Game Boy Advance games run at 59.97 hertz rather than 59.99 or like a flat 60. I believe that's where the slight crackle comes from. I could be wrong though. God, I'm so tempted to just do a run of Zero Mission right now. It wouldn't even take the whole stream. I could finish this in like an hour and 30 minutes. My best time in Zero Mission is just under an hour. I got down to like 58 minutes. Do it? Nah. Maybe if we have time at the end of the stream, I'll just play out the rest of this as much as I can. Gotta show off some other stuff. What y'all talking about in chat? AM2R. AM2R is very good. I do like AM2R better than Samus Returns. Yeah, Beef Hammer's giving you the right info. You just have to add the EXE to Steam as a non-Steam game. And then in the settings, so like you click on the game in your Steam library, and then there's a gear for setting. Oh god, the music's still playing. I just turned it down. Whoops. In the actual settings page, in the actual Steam page for the individual game, hit the gear and then force compatibility for Proton Experimental. Oh, Janet never knew how deep fried the GBA Mario games are? Yeah, that stuff wild. It's real wild. Yeah, world record is a little over half an hour. The buttons are backwards from what I normally have them set as, so if you see me like jump or shoot while I'm trying to do the other, that's why. This feels snappy, though. Yeah, so this feels good, so my issues in the Mario games were just me being bad at old Mario, old 2D Mario. Alright, chat! It's ad time. If you haven't heard my spiel before, I run 3 minutes of ads once an hour. That turns off ads for the rest of the stream. So while I get the next thing set up, I'm gonna run those 3 minutes of ads here. If you don't want to watch the ads, you can hit the subscribe button below the stream. You can either do a paid subscription or your Prime Gaming sub for the month. Supports me directly. You get no ads for a month. If you don't do that though, I'll see you on the other side of 3 minutes. Thank you. Okay, let's see. What else did I want to fire up here? Yeah, they talk so much in the Mario Advance games. Like, let Birdo yap, you know? Birdo wants to yap sometimes. Okay, what other course? Do I have a Game Boy ones set up? Oh, that's what it looks like with no BIOS, huh? I must not have a setup because I don't even have the BIOS in here. Yeah, that's a funny thing. If you don't have a BIOS for certain systems, they don't work at all. So if you're curious why you put some N64 ROMs on your SuperStation and they don't work, Because even this N64 needs some ROMs. Beetle Adventure Racing. Ooh, I could try that. You know what, actually, while ads are running, not for Interstellar though. Interstellar, thank you for subscribing at tier 1. Chat, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. Morning coffee is kicking in and I really have to go pee. So we're actually gonna take the midstream break right now while those ads are still running. So I will be back ASAP with some more SuperStation / MiSTer action after I take a bathroom break and then refill my water. If y'all have been just shrimping up for the past hour though, tell you what, you shall do the same. Grab some water, stretch, and then I will just put on some tunes for us. We will be right back. Don't go too far away. It's only gonna be a few minutes. See you in a sec. Alright, we back everybody. Thanks for hanging in there. I got rid of some water and got some new stuff, so we're all good. By the way, Firehair, I don't think you saw this the other day. A new drinking glass is got at Disneyland when we went the other day. Pissed off Tinkerbell. Because I just think this is a great design. Kind of funny. Also, she's fierce, so I like that. I like Tinkerbell. Also like that Allie gifted a sub to Violet Wren. Thanks, Allie. Also, Interstellar, on the off chance you missed it because you were still getting hit with ads earlier, thank you for the subscription earlier. I appreciate it a lot. Are we talking about Kirkland energy drinks? I guess my question is, are they closer to Monster or Red Bull? Because I'm not a Red Bull person, but I do like Monster. I do love me my Monster. Okay. Let's get back into the MiSTer action, though. We left off with Game Boy Advance before I had to go take a run. I think next, they're closer to Monster. Ooh, I might have to check them out. Have I checked out the red, white, and blue raspberry Monster yet? Not yet. I did see them at the store the other day, and I might be going to the store either later today or tomorrow, so I might pick one up. Y'all, Strawberry Shot Zero Sugar Monster is so good. Like, just that traditional Monster taste, but with a little bit of strawberry. It's delicious. I love it. I'm hooked. I'm trying to, like, make my caffeine intake reasonable. I'm down to, like, 2... I guess in total it'd be, like, 3 cups of coffee worth a day. I'm trying to have, like, 1 caffeinated beverage, like, you know, a decent-sized cup of coffee or an energy drink in the morning. And then something in the afternoon just as a little pick-me-up, and then that's it. I'm trying to be reasonable with it, you know? Yeah, I love artificial strawberries so much. Like, I always have my entire life. When I was a kid, one of my earliest memories is that I told my mom everything at my birthday party needed to be strawberry. I was like, we're gonna have strawberry cake, we're gonna have strawberry ice cream on the side, we're gonna wash it down with strawberry milk, it's gonna be great. She looked at me like I was crazy, but it was also like, all right. That's not hard to do, if that's what you want. Okay. Let's show off something a little more difficult here. I think, let's see. Let's not do the main event just yet. Let's show off Saturn. Saturn is interesting here because Saturn is tricky. This has always been a difficult system to emulate in software or hardware. I have the BIOS, so it booted into that. Let me turn off CRT shader for sake of the stream, as I've been doing. It's nice to see that's been saving my settings, though. That's good. Because when I first started up the SuperStation, it was not saving my settings, but now it is. So that's good. Oh yeah, I don't think I have Daytona downloaded. Shoot. I mean, ripped from my physical copy. I don't think I have Daytona on hand, but I might be able to get that by the end of the stream. and show that off. I was trying to think if there's any like difficult Saturn games. I have a couple to show off here. I have a couple. On integer scaling. Yeah, so I have a few here, as you can see. Let's start with the one with good music, you know? Ah, yes. EF Retro. Burning Rangers? Ooh, that's a good call. Someone keep a list. Someone keep a tally here. Ali suggested Daytona, and then a little loud on my end. Fire here has to get called Burning Rangers. The soundtrack slaps. Ooh, I am curious what this... Hang on. I'm curious what this screen looks like with our CRT shader. Alright, so look at the background. Everybody look at the background. I would say, like, look at Tails specifically, probably. Oh my god, that's such a huge difference. Hang on. Hang on. We need to go back. Marty. We need to go back. Okay. Let me get ready. Y'all, look at Tails. Look at Tails in the background there in the, like, upper right. Okay? Let me make sure this is showing properly for you. Look at those raw pixels that make up Miles' Tails per hour. Raw-ass raw pixels. And then with the CRT shader. That's crazy. That blending is crazy. It looks like a 3D render. Great. Ah, I love it. Okay. Play some Sakura. Also turn it down probably because that sounded pretty loud. We could do Sonic. But Amy has a car, you know? Yeah, without the CRT shader, that's a chunky, metallic, spinning head.
Ready, set, go!
Look at her go! Look at her go! Oh, this game controls like ass. This game is hot garbage. I do wonder if the slowdown is accurate. The music is playing at 100% speed. Does the analog stick work? The analog stick does work. Good. Oh my god. Alright, look, I'm already gonna lose. Let me just turn it up so you can hear the music. God. How did people play this back in the day? Ah, Amy! Am I getting lapped? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh my god, Knuckles is like right behind me. Looking at the mini-map. I almost caught up to Eggman. Yeah, see you, nerd. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it. It's so touchy. Oh god, oh god. I suddenly have so much respect for the people who play us at GDQ. Whoa! The beginning of Sonic Loop's not working. Jesus. Jesus. Let me try another course. I've tried this one before. I don't think I've ever played a single other track in this game. Let me do one more. Or yeesh. Radical City, huh? Okay, okay. It's kind of wild to just see this game playing on like this slim little device that I have over here. And not like struggling on emulator on my high-end PC.
Ready, set, go!
Oh, we're living in the city, chat. Amy! Oh no. Lock it 2. I need Lock it 2 ASAP. Where am I? Amy? Oh my god. Sonic Team, this is not okay. Wait, this is Traveler's Tales. TT, this is not okay. At least the music's good. It's like GoldenEye. No matter how poorly the game aged, soundtrack is godlike. Ooh, I should fire up GoldenEye. Actually, that's a good... Ooh. I'm really curious about that. Yep, that TT. They worked with Sega on a bunch of Sonic games, and that's kind of how they got, like, their big breaks early on. And then eventually just got relegated to the Lego mines. Oh, GoldenEye's better than this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not comparing the gameplay levels here. I don't like GoldenEye. I like it more than this. Oh my god. That's Sonic R. Probably the origin of the modern 3D fighter, huh? Bye, Amy. GoldenEye is just good if a cosmic ray strikes your N64 in just the right way and flips the bit. Don't worry, I know. Switching resolutions like crazy.
Fight! 1. Ready, go!
Ooh, I am curious. Hang on. Let's see. First of all, ER lacing is on weave. Yeah. Let's try with composite blend on. Let's see, that's kick. Where's punch? Punch is over here? Why the hell's punch over there? That's weird. Run home to mama now.
Fight! 2, ready, go!
Yep. Get up. Get up, old man. Oh, shoot.
KO!
That was easy.
Better run home to mama now.
You need a new bit, Sarah.
Fight! 1, ready,
Hey,
go!
the alternate outfit, nice. This is great. Ooh, okay, okay. Yeah, remember there's a guard bun. I don't play Virtua Fighter a lot. It's also not the bun I would think it would be. It's why I believe would line up with C? No, B. B on a Saturn controller? It's A on my Xbox controller. That's throwing me off a little. Is my sweeping kick?
Fight! 3, ready, go!
Down back. Oh, jeez. What was that? Punch, punch, kick? Gotta learn from the computer.
Better run home to mama now.
You really need a new bit, Sarah. Go home and be a family man. I'll be playing Virtua Fighter when Crossroads comes out, don't you worry.
Fight! 1, ready,
Especially Costello
go!
looks awesome. Shoot. Oh shoot, he went low. Oh. Nice.
Fight! 2, ready, go!
Keeps going low. Let's be aware of that. Shoot. Ah, went right over his short ass. He is an alcohol man, yeah. In later games, I know he like builds stocks slash meter basically by drinking in between moves. Can't do Dreamcast? No. Not powerful enough for Dreamcast. There is an FPGA chip on the market that we think can do Dreamcast, but we're not there yet. All right, let's play a game that was inspired by this. And by inspired by, I mean it literally spawned the engine for this next game. The first Dead or Alive. This is why I know a little bit better, because I just played it recently. Oh, wait a second. Do I not have... Oh, I have the Japan version. Never mind. Shoot. I don't know if that's going to work. See, auto. I want auto. I'm trying to remember if I had alternate BIOSes in here or not. I don't think I do. So 2 of the games I have loaded up may not be able to work right now. Okay, I may just have a USA BIOS in there. Because that's a USA startup. It said self to Japan when I fired up the game. But it seemed like that wasn't working either. Reboot the core. Oh, wait a second. Hey, there we go. Okay. We got it. True motion. Gee, I wonder what true motion was used for in this game. Okay, so FMV is working. That's good. This mid-90s FMV. Assume me just walking down the street, going shopping. Tina being a badass, like always. Oh, now Kasumi's pensive. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This is where it all began. Also, she's clothed. Hang on. Was that supposed to be an implication? Because she was clothed in that. Tina. Check audio levels. Oh, this is interlaced as hell. I tell you what. The danger area in this game is so funny. If you knock someone far enough, they just blow up. It's so funny. That's not how physics work, Tecmo. Oh my god! This game is goofy. Alright, for those who know, is the slowdown part of the port or... Because it seems like I don't have a setting, right? And if you know what setting I need to change, I'd love to know. Yeah, that's not right. I mean, it could be Saturn slowdown, but... Let's see. Alright, hang on. Hardware fast timings? That seems like it worked immediately. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Tecmo, please. Oh jeez. Oh, get off me. Shoot. Got her. They have no idea what bra is. Never heard of it. I don't know her. Shoot. Oh, you're working on the core? Hell yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for the work. I really appreciate how much of a community effort MiSTer is. Oh, get her ass.
Winner!
Nice.
Get ready, fly!
Oh, no, Tina! Your butt! Oh!
Winner!
Imagine that being the last thing before you die to an explosion.
Get ready, fly!
Ah,
Winner!
Dead or Alive has always been so much fun. You can just hit buttons, you know? The newer versions in beta, gotcha. Yeah, I did get Update All up and running on this, which thankfully makes things quite easy, so I'll keep an eye out. Goat! Chanley, Chanley!
Get ready, fly!
Who's seen that video? Girl, I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh my god. Man!
New move!
I remember this being, yeah, round 4 being the area in which, like, I played this on Xbox recently. I remember this being the point where the game was like, yeah, you gotta get good. We are past just pressing buttons, sir.
KO! New move! Get ready, fly!
Oh my god. Ah, man!
New move!
Dead or Alive is a good fighter. Easy to learn, hard to master. I've always really liked the series. It's a shame, like, the direction the marketing took, especially post, why am I blanking on his name? The guy, the Dead or Alive guy. Oh my god, why am I blanking? You know, the guy. Itagaki. Thank you, Ellie. After Itagaki and, like, the Tecmo breakup and everything like that, they definitely went in a different direction with Dead or Alive and, like, really leaning into the sexuality and everything. But, like, early on, it's kind of just, like, cool and hot people in a fun, like, easy-to-learn fighting game. I always appreciated that. Wish I would have got good at back in the day when it was more prevalent. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I also want to try... Let me see if... Will I need to change region for this as well? It's funny, I was watching a Dead or Alive retrospective, and apparently the original intent behind the Extreme Beach Volleyball game was Itagaki saying, we're gonna take the sexuality and, like, have it in its own contained area so y'all can, like, be perverts about everything. But it's over there. The fighting game, that's separate. Everything else is over there. And then they just leaned hard into it, like, from Extreme 2 onward. Okay, let's see. So this region, how would this work? The English translation of Sakura Wars. I believe region is still Japan on this one. Yeah, I am super excited about the CPS3 core. FPGA Third Strike. Ooh. Ooh. I'm excited. Hell yeah, this game rules. Yeah, if you haven't played Sakura Wars, play Sakura Wars. Retro Anime Hour, everybody. $19.99. Sitting around that tiny ass CRT in your bedroom. This got VHS of whatever the hell you could find at the Blockbuster. Game is so wild. So if you don't know about Sakura Wars, from Sega, this is a Sega-made game. This is the Saturn in Japan as far as a lot of people are concerned. Like, this game was huge on the Saturn in Japan. Ooh, yeah, this looks good with the shader. This looks good. Yeah. I'll turn it off in case the stream is butchering it. Just in case. If you don't know, Sakura Wars is modern Fire Emblem before modern Fire Emblem existed. It was a grid-based strategy, turn-based tactics game mixed with relationship building dating sim stuff. It's so much fun. I forget how slow the opening is for the first one, like, as in I don't remember how slow it may or may not be. The second one gets you right in there. The second one gets you right in here. Let's see how the first one plays out. It's good to see that everything's working, though. Y'all did good work on this. It's great to see it working on something as easy to set up as this. Yeah, Zed, I feel like a lot of people were like that, knowing absolutely nothing about Sakura Wars, and then the fans translation came out, and it's like, oh wait, this rules. We should have been all in on Sakura Wars. Yeah, Crafty, that's a good point. You can see the artifacting on the FMV, and then that's the kind of thing that gets covered up a good amount by the CRT shader. You can't notice it as much. It's a little shimmering, and you can still see the bleed a little bit of the pixels. But especially if you do like a janky ass CRT shader on here, like this is supposed to look like a sort of failing CRT like we may have had back in the day. It covers up the artifacting really good. Damn, she's so cool. Weebs nowadays would have gone crazy over this game back in the day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so you play as Ogami, who is taking over the the Sakura division of the Navy, I believe they technically are. And by night, they save Tokyo from all these monsters and everything like that. And again, these giant mechs, it's very much like, you know, mech anime of the era, 90s and everything like that. But then by day, they their cover is that they are a theater troupe. It's a very cute game. Like I said, very modern Fire Emblem, where it mixes the tactics with dating sim stuff. It's really fun. If you haven't played this before, this fan translation, a lot of hard work went into making this, and now the second game is translated too, so I do recommend checking them out. I love them. Saturn is a pure nightmare to work with, even far worse than the N64 core with Robert. So many memories to synchro, dotty chips, hidden functions. Official docs are completely wrong. But here we are, Saturn core accurate as ever. Took 4 years and a half of work. That is awesome. Thank you so much to everyone who worked on this. Like, I remember when we thought Saturn wouldn't happen on MiSTer. Like, we all assumed Saturn wouldn't happen, PS1 wouldn't happen, N64 wouldn't happen, and now, like, because y'all have worked so hard on these, it's awesome to see that we can just fire this up and play games. Some schmuck on Twitch like me can fire this up and have a good time, you know? Also, yes, this intro is slow. I forgot about that. But as you can see, very, like, visual novel-y. Yeah, sorry, I want to see it one more time. Alright, look at those raw pixels. You see those raw pixels in the background there? Not anymore. It's just anime. It's just anime. Oh, so cool. I love that stuff. I won't spend too long in here. Like I said, it is very slow to start, but I just wanted to show it off a little bit. A Gamecom core? But she's busy with Virtual Boy? Ooh. Both good efforts in terms of preservation, you know? That's what's cool about MiSTer, is just like even if the games aren't good, preserving them is very important. Fire Hair, I think Mike and Grub haven't seen really good CRT shaders, because like they were praising the one in, or Grub was praising the one in what was it recently, in Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. He was like, this looks really good, and I'm like, that's one of the worst ones I've seen in a commercial project in a long time. No, it's not. I need to sit these guys down and like show them the good CRT shaders. Like over in software emulation, doing CRT Royale with good settings. Also, if you didn't know, Ogami is totally blowing it with Sakura. Okay, so this is the selection, the crux of the like dating sim visual novel parts, the LIPS system. I forget what LIPS stands for, but you have to quickly make decisions before the timer runs out. That way you can't just sit there and like really think about every decision. You can't necessarily like consult with a guide over every little thing. Nope, just like make the decision that you need to make and make it ASAP. It would be funny, yeah. This 31-year-old teaches all the old dudes he works with about retro gaming. I love this stuff. I love retro gaming. We all have infinite backlogs that you know, we don't even need new games anymore. I'm so glad that big AAA games are still coming out and everything like this. But it's so cool to just go back to some of these older ones and find unique stuff that, like, you never would have thought of or never came to the West, and now with stuff like fan translations and accessibility being higher than ever before, it's just cool to have this stuff, finally. And sometimes you see a game like this that you never knew existed. Like, Sakura Wars, I first got into the series with the PS4 game, which is a Muso, you know, a Dynasty Warrior style game, hack and slash. And I was always like, man, I really want to play the other games, but that's never gonna happen. And then the fan translation comes out, and like, hell yeah, I can finally play it. Love it. Let me see, is this show... I'm trying to see how quickly I can get into anything. Oh, excuse me. Anything else. I'm probably not gonna get to the combat here, because that's gonna take a hot second. It plays like, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem. You know how those games play. The one on the Wii/PS2, that was Sakura Wars 5. That was, I believe, Still Along My Love, is what was subtitled. That was with the, was that still the cowgirl? Because it was in the United States, so they were like, oh, well, clearly a cowgirl. Oh yeah, I gotta fire up some of the more random stuff on the score, like Panzer Dragoon Saga. Since that's impossible to get nowadays. Yeah, you all know tactics games. You've seen Tic Tacs before. Mon frère. Yes, I am in fact Sakura's lover. Now please go away. Sakura's the best, by the way. Okay, y'all get the idea. Y'all get the idea. It swaps between this and grid-based tactics. I think that's all I wanted to show off for Saturn. Oh, we can fire up Sonic Jam real quick. I've never played Sonic Jam before. Die Hard Arcade, I have that on my hard drive. I was thinking of transferring it over. I don't have it on the SuperStation at the moment. But I might. We were thinking about other games to fire up at the end of the stream if there's still time. Is that the same intro they used for Sonic Adventure? It might be. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Oh, that is some jank 90s CGI. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Well. Let's go Sonic World first. I believe this is the thing that the game is known for. Yeah. Everybody feast your eyes on Sonic in 3D for the first time. Oh, you know what? This plays better than I thought it would. This actually feels decent to control, huh? Because now, if I'm remembering, if I'm getting my history right, this was like the prototype for Sonic Adventure. Like, if I'm remembering right, when Sonic X-Treme fell through, they then started work on basically Sonic Adventure, and then they wanted to do it for the Saturn, but it just wouldn't work out, and that's why it was a Dreamcast launch game instead. I believe that's how the series of events worked. Oh my goodness. Let me see how those dithered shadows work with the CRT shader. Definitely better. Definitely better. Let me see. We can go nastier though. We can go nastier. Yep, there we go. There we go. That's some nasty blur. This is a little closer to what it would look like if you were playing it on your home CRT back in the day. Yeah, this ain't bad. So this is sort of like a Namco museum kind of thing where you can like explore, and you know what, the camera's working shockingly well for like being on the Saturn without camera controls. Huh. This works a lot better than I thought it would. Like music shop. It's cool. Sonic movie. Oh, it's a little slippery when you get next to a building for some reason. Oh. Yeah, see the Sonic CD opening. There we go. Well, it works.
You can go again. Don't fall behind. Say don't be late. Destination heaven. Stay alive.
This is not the version of the opening that I know. I know the Japanese version.
What do you mean? Give it taste. Going home. Side zone. Check out it. Live alone. Leather legs. Getting in place. What do you get? Say back jet. Zoom room. Cosmic zoom. That's up Jay. It's Sonic boom. Sonic warrior. Sonic warrior.
You always need a thing. You got the power to
Oh, it's funky.
Take a little chance. Slip on through. You got smart no matter what you do. You gotta do for you. Sonic warrior. Sonic warrior.
Sonic Warrior.
mind to shake the planet to conquer time.
I was opening sick.
Sonic border, deep is missing time. Took the sonic border with an in mind. Nothing can survive the way to stay alive. 'Cause if you try, you can do anything. Took the sonic border, always takes a chance. Took the sonic border, never say again. Nothing can survive the way to stay alive. 'Cause if you try, you can do anything.
Hell yeah. Nice. Anyways. Let's exit Sonic World. Then yeah, this is a compilation. That sound effect. Sounds like a person breathing. So how does this work in Sonic Jam? I'd assume you'd be able to do lock-on. Oh yeah, there you go. That's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That's a cute little animation. I like that. Yeah, some of those version differences were interesting back in the day. The way they insisted on localizing certain things, you know? Sega. Could you lock on a Sonic 1? I didn't see if it was in the menu. If you did it in real life, it'd just give you Blue Sphere. It wouldn't give you anything special. Well, hey, if for some reason you wanted to play the Sonic Jam ports of Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, here it is. Because as I recall, these are not... This is not emulation. These are proper ports, because you couldn't do emulation. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, you can tell when you collect the rings. Hang on. The sound was difficult back then. Oh, you can hear it. The ring collection sounds funky in this version. That's not how Blue Sphere is supposed to sound. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. These are funky versions. Alright, got it. Full port using CPU on the Saturn, yeah. Neat little historical artifact though. Alright, so as you can see, Saturn works well. Let's see. I probably want to end the stream with N64, and we got time. We're only probably around halfway through the stream today. So we can do some PS1 next. I'll probably end by playing some Mario 64, is what I'm thinking. Let's hop on over to PlayStation. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Okay, let me do no filter at first. And then enter scaling. This is fine for now, I believe. Okay. Let's load a game. You know what? Let me load something. Let me load something that shows off something that I want to show right away. So this is, for me, this is like the true, these next two games are the true test of the CRT shader. Best startup sound in gaming history. The Mega Man Legends. This is my all-time favorite video game. But that's not why we're here today. I did want to show off, first of all, 3D on the PS1, you know. I also wanted to show off the CRT shader one more time because there's something immediately apparent with this game.
A world covered by endless water.
Oh, to resolve the VRR error? Hey, I'm gonna copy this. Thank you, Zet. I was curious about that. I read, yeah, the update all script can have like some unintended side effects like that, but I didn't know exactly what. Okay, so let's see. So, look at this screen. Take it all in. The background and the logo in particular. This is how I can tell if a CRT shader is good, this specific screen. Because in the background, you can see, like, especially that diamond back there in the, like, upper left and upper right. Very much just, like, a mass of pixels. Like, I can see on my preview monitor that if it's smaller, it's, like, it blends together a little bit better. But if you're watching on a TV or, like, your computer monitor right now, you can probably see it's a bunch of pixels sort of just floating there. And the logo, the transition between colors is very noticeable and very pixelated. And so this is actually what made me like fall in love with the MiSTer CRT filters / shaders. Cause check. Oh no, the ads! Ads are running! Not now, Twitch! Ah, shoot. I was gonna snooze those. Okay, well, 3 minutes of ads. We can sit here and chit chat for a second. What y'all want to talk about, chat? If you've been hanging out around the stream for most of today, I'm curious what everybody thinks about all this, and like if you have any questions or anything, any comments. I think this is really cool. Like, I've wanted to get MiSTer for quite a while now, and I'm really happy with the way this was working out. I think it's really cool. I like that the SuperStation is a great all-in-one way to get a MiSTer, and now that I'm putzing around with it, seems really good. Like, it seems like it's doing exactly what I wanted it to. It'll be nice once the console UI drops. I mentioned it in the beginning of the stream, but that is not only what is required to unlock some of the functionality of the dock and everything, but it's going to literally, when I say console UI, it's like when you think of a console user interface and like being pretty and icons and everything like that, being able to navigate easily with the controller, that's going to be on the SuperStation soon here. And I believe you can then use it on other MiSTers that are not just that specific one made by Retro Remake. That'll be cool to just have like a nice traditional grid of icons they can go through and like box art and everything. Yeah, if you can get one for cheap, you know, if it works, it works, right? As long as it's working right. I don't care where you get one. I just think MiSTer is cool. That's community projects like this are really cool to me, because if the major companies aren't going to figure it out, we'll do it ourselves, right? Yeah, Fire Hair Retro Achievements. I mentioned this earlier, if anyone doesn't know. Retro Achievements are slowly starting to roll out for MiSTer cores. People are working on getting that support, which is something that I didn't think would ever happen. That's another one of those things we talked about. You know, PS1, N64, and Saturn cores. We didn't know if that would ever happen. It's cool to see those now that has happened. And then, yeah, Retro Achievements is another thing where, like, is this ever going to happen? We don't know. Maybe it'll happen one day. It's, like, theoretically possible. And people put in the work. Well, on Retro Achievements side, it needs any of the stuff just needs to get approved, because like NES is already up and running with it. You can already earn NES Retro Achievements if you have like the preview core. So, all right, we're back from the ads. Thank you for anyone who sat through the unexpected ad break there. I lost track of that. Anyways, we're looking at Mega Man Legends. We're looking at the background. We're looking at the logo. What I wanted to show off here. This is how you know you have a good CRT shader on your hands. Look at how that diamond in the background blends together and sort of like the little gaps in between. Your brain fills it in, and that's just a diamond now. That's just like a geometric pattern on that shape back there. That's a tall serve bot. But then, like, if you look at the logo, if you look at the Mega Man Legends logo, you can see, and let me bring up my preview here full screen to make sure. Yes, this should be showing up on stream if Twitch isn't compressing the hell out of it. There's a nice gradient on the logo. It looks like metal. It looks like a metal logo with a smooth transition between that like white to like the metallic color. It looks great. I love it. Oh, this is also perfect when you bring up the menu in the PS1 core, it pauses. That's perfect. Probably to save resources. And then there's the rawest pixels, which chunky to say the least.
Here we go!
That can show off how this game looks in action.
Mega Man? Mega Man! Mega Man! Can you hear me?
Just barely. The transmission isn't too clear.
I got worried because the transmission got cut off suddenly.
I'm okay.
Yeah, these presets are fantastic. I'm so happy with them. I've said it multiple times at this point, but just like the fact that you don't need an expensive external scaler to get these games to look good is really cool. Yeah, here, like, let me show y'all what made me fall in love with this game back in the day. The fact that it just looked like a freaking anime that I was playing before Wind Waker would do that for the generation after this.
Roll! It's still active. The reactor's still running.
Great! What about the refractor?
It's here. It's a big one, too.
All right, now maybe we can finally get some money. Be careful.
Indiana Jones Mega Man.
chickens yet. I'm picking something up on my screen. Looks like a Reaver bot. You'd better get out of there. Come on.
Right. If you see anything, let me know. Here we go!
Hell yeah. This game's got jank.
Wait a second.
Don't get me wrong.
There should be
I
a
will
Reaver
never
bot
say that
around
Mega
here
Man Legends
somewhere.
doesn't have jank.
Can you see it?
I love the charm of this
It looks
game.
like a small one.
Listen to that
You
voice
should be
acting.
able to take it down with your Buster gun.
Like for 1990, when was this in the US? 98, I believe? Shockingly good. Yeah, this may not come through on stream because I know the controls, but the way the controls work was D-pad strafes you around, L1, R1 turns you, and then R2 locks you on. So it's basically Resident Evil style tank controls, but over
Turn
the
right
shoulder.
there.
This was Capcom exploring a style that was more akin to what Resident Evil would become. Like, if you think about it, this is kind of like what Resident Evil 4 would end up solidifying many years later. Or the stop and shoot. And I get people not liking it back in the day because, oh, that's not Mega Man. Mega Man can't be that because we expect it to be OG Mega Man or Mega Man X, you know? But
Do you see a door? That should be the way out.
it's special.
It's not.
And eventually
far from
Mega
the
Man
first
became
position.
several different things. An action RPG like this, a turn-based sort of Pokemon-style game with a battle network. Cool, all different things that they eventually did with Mega Man.
Where are you going, Mega Man? That's not the right way.
Don't worry about roll.
I don't like the way that looks.
I got it under
Maybe
control.
you better head back.
There's no traps this way or anything. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm gonna activate the lights with this light switch.
Be careful, Mega Man. It looks
Shoot.
like they've got you surrounded. Mega Man, are you alright?
Everything's under control. Everything is under control. The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. That's a whack game. As someone who loves this series as a weird, delightful, but weird game. Again, just for sake of
Watch out,
compression,
there's something right in front of you.
let me turn the shader back off. Where are you? There you are. It's funny how, like, I get it because it's the more popular game. It is funny how Z targeting is attributed to Ocarina of Time, despite the fact that this game had it first. I know it's how most people experience, like, lock-on targeting for the first time, but
We
the
were
game
lucky.
did release earlier.
Mega Man, I'm picking up a Reaver bot. He's above you. Watch out.
Yeah, this voice acting in comparison to the Resident Evil dubs of the day, no competition. Alright. Crazy fights here in the beginning. Yep. Ow,
Listen to
ow.
the barrier. There's some real high energy readings coming from around the exit. Out and to the left of your current position.
Back into the
Tell me what
left.
it is.
I got Power Razor. This is where the RPG portion of the game comes in. There's a system of parts that you can attach to Mega Man's weapons. Specifically, the Buster Gun you can attach parts to. And then his secondary weapon you can upgrade. Like if I attach a Buster part, attach the Power Razor, you can have like loadouts basically. Cool.
Mega Man, I'm showing a large blip in front of you. It's probably a reaver bar.
That's probably nothing. It's probably nothing.
Mega Man, can you hear me? I'm losing you. The transmission's breaking.
Roll? Are you alright?
Playing this at
Can you hear
night back in the day, as a kid, it could get creepy. The vibes were very creepy. Like, you see this guy coming at you from out of the shadows? Holy moly. There we go. PS1 core is quite accurate too, not completely on GPU timings, but enough for the whole existing game library, except one. On par or even better than DuckStation most of the time. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I haven't done much testing with it. I feel like people don't talk about the PS1 core as much as you'd think they would. Like when it first matured, they did, but it's still impressive considering the funkiness of the PS1 and the PS2. It's great to have
I wonder where Roll went.
like a core like this on MiSTer doing this so well and so accurately. Because those first two PlayStations were both funky in how they worked in their various ways, you know? Disruptor. Not sure I'm familiar with that game.
See ya.
See ya.
Hold on! We're taking off!
Roger.
I like this. The Reaver bot slowly looking upwards like, what the hell? Game's got charm. Wait, Insomniac. Oh, I think Shawn Johnson mentioned that in a video. I don't remember which one. He may have just covered Disruptor on his obscure PS1 games videos. Oh, hey, that's him. Hey, Shawn, how's it going? Just playing one of the greatest games of all time, don't mind me.
Phew. Nice timing, Roll.
Volume 1? Well, that explains it.
I'm sorry, Mega Man. I had some engine problems, and
It's okay, Roll. But I'm glad you showed up when you did.
all's well that ends well, right? And we were able to
Also,
get rid
thank you
of
for
it.
subbing with Prime, Shawn. I
We should be
appreciate
able to get by with
that.
that for a while. If only the mother load were as easy to find.
Oh, it
as
got
this.
fixed, so it works with the whole library
We'll
now?
find
That's awesome, Set.
something. And your parents, too.
Thanks. I know we will.
Oh, the engine's overheating. The smoke's so thick I can barely see.
What? I guess the flutter's in worse shape than I thought.
Roll, the number 5 feeder's going crazy. She can't take much more of this.
Gramps.
Yo, you got your SuperStation too? Yeah, if you were in the same
Right.
batch.
We
I guess
gotta
that makes
find
sense,
some
because
place
yeah, I
to
just
sit
got mine with
down.
the dock as
Mega
well.
Man, check the map.
There's an island called Cadillac about 100 miles southwest.
I don't know how much the stream you've caught, but it's just been working like a dream so far. Like, the Trinitron shader is fantastic. All the cores so far have been working wonderfully. We have Zet in chat to partially thank for that. This is awesome. It'll be even better once the console UI is finished and drops.
Somebody give me a hand?
But even for now, just as an all-in-one MiSTer, it's very fun.
Oh, I see it. Land ho!
Come on, hold together. Just a little bit more. Hold on, I'm taking her down.
Right.
Yeah, it's a shame the rollout that they've done of not everything working all at once.
Looks like we made it.
Yeah, because like Grub got his a while back now, like 2 months ago. He's like, he plugged in, he's like, just a MiSTer. A MiSTer that works out of the box, but it's just a MiSTer.
This looks pretty bad.
Yeah, everyone's been positive on it, except
I
for
don't think
poor
it'll be
Mike
safe to
Minotti.
set foot in here for quite a
Mike
while.
unfortunately got a defective one, and so he
We've
needs to
been
send it
pushing her
back.
so hard.
Poor guy.
Haven't been taking good enough care of her. We'll just have to fix her up.
Looks like the repairs aren't going to be finished anytime soon. We'll be here for a while, I guess. This island, what do you call it, Mega Man? Cattle locks?
Okay, what's the console
Must have a
mode
town
kind
or
of
city somewhere.
janks that?
Think you could go take a look around?
I guess it has been in beta, but I wish it would have been. I think it's been a learning experience for Taki in, like, you know, running a business and everything like that. But I do wish that he would just delay the SuperStation in general, like 1 year. But I know, like, he took pre-orders and, like, they had a rollout, thought things would be done. It's just, in hindsight, you know, in hindsight, if the console UI comes out in the beta version that's releasing any day now, and then that was like preloaded onto the systems and we knew it worked, and you don't buy like the dock that doesn't work out of the box and everything like that, just you can plug and play everything as promised. That's what most people want and are buying the SuperStation for. They're not buying it because it's just a MiSTer that works. I feel like the extra time, I really wish they would have taken that, but I'm glad to see that the project is coming together in general in the long run. We've seen so many stories of that not being the case, so at least it's eventually coming together. Yeah, exactly. Like, kind of bigger ambitions than maybe the bandwidth was there for. Yeah, the analog 3D, I was thinking about this because someone mentioned this recently. Oh, I listened to the Video Game History Hour episode with Wes Fenlon. By the way, if you don't follow Wes's newsletter, Read Only Memo, definitely do that because he covers emulation stuff, both software and hardware. So like MiSTer, like the SuperStation and stuff, as well as software emulators. And he was talking to Frank, and they were talking about something that, okay, I'm glad someone else is saying this. It pissed me off that the Analog 3D wasn't an open FPGA thing. You know, their whole thing of, like on the Analog Pocket, how you can run cores from things that aren't Game Boy. It annoyed me so much that the Analog 3D is not just the all-in-one system that we all wanted. Because the power is there. Like, it could have been everyone's MiSTer replacement, and they just didn't want to do it for whatever reason. I don't know if they were trying to avoid legal issues or whatever the case may be. So, whatever. At least everyone's working on MiSTer nowadays, and then Taki has all of his products coming out, so... yeah, Analog does some good stuff they have in the past, and especially Cavtris's work is phenomenal. It's just a shame that the company went down that path. Anyways, So that's Mega Man Legends working as you would expect. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to show with the CRT shader. Right, unsafe option used. Do I do reset and then load it? I actually still don't know how I switch PS1 games without yelling at me. That's right. Hey, B Ford. Yes, this is right. Okay. So first of all, iconic intro here. The Parasite Eve intro is godlike. Okay, let me get to a good frame. Alright, I think that's a good one. That's a good one. So you can even still see around the pause menu here. A lot of video compression on this pre-rendered video. That is a lot less noticeable when you filter it. Resonance. Fusion. Zero mission. Tactics. These are subtitles. Selection. Is it natural? Is it not? Who knows? Science rules. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks nice. Conception in my video game? Square. Nasty. Eggs? Evolution. Liberation. The worst foe lies within the self. Parasite Eve. So anyways, I wanted to show this screen in particular. This is my other test for a CRT shader. So first of all, notice how it loads the FMV and then immediately goes into main menu. Notice how everything is smooth. It's a ring. The P and the E, they just look like text on your screen. What happens when we take that off? Pixelated as hell. So pixelated by comparison. It's kind of crazy. It's a wild difference between the two. That's it with it off. And that's it with it on. Crazy. It's a fun game, by the way. If you haven't played it. I don't think it's even feasible to get into a game quickly of Parasite Eve. I think there's quite a bit of lead up here. Can you even skip the cutscenes? No, you cannot. Oh well. Let's see. Anything else I should show off on PS1? Probably. Crash, Final Fantasy. Let's see, how are we doing on time today? I did want to leave a little earlier than usual. Usually I do a 4-hour stream. Today I think we'll do closer to like 3.5. Okay. You know what? Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna take one more break, so that way I can grab a snack and stuff, like I usually do in the middle of the stream. So I think I am gonna toss it over to the BRB screen, and then in just a few minutes, we'll come back and do some more PS1, and I'll wrap up with I want to do like a 16-star Super Mario 64 speedrun on this bad boy, the 8-bit 64. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna toss it over to the BRB screen. I'm gonna get some smooth racing jazz going, and we'll just chill out for a second while I go take care of a couple things. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'll get rid of the ads once again on stream. Thank you for seeing through those if you have been today. Hey, if you're subscribed, thank you for subscribing. You don't get the ads, you just get the smooth jazz. So, all right, we'll reconvene in a little bit here. It's like, 6-7 minutes. I'm sorry, I had to do it. And go stretch. If you've been shrimping up, go stretch, go grab a snack, grab some water. We'll BRB. Thank you, chat. All right, we back. Thanks for hanging in there for another break, everybody. I do appreciate it. Got my gigantic ass water bottle filled up, so I'm good for the rest of the stream. Let me see what else we want to do on here. On PS1, I'm a little curious. Unfortunately, I don't know how much time I'm gonna have to load more games on. But of the games that I do have listed, what do people really want to see like right away? Because these are just like some of the big ones I thought people might want to see. I was thinking Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, but there's something else people immediately all want to see. Feel free to drop it. I was thinking Saturn for like both the CRT test and then also seeing how it feels. Metal Gear Solid, okay. I'll tell you what, I'll fire up Symphony of the Night, then immediately go over to Metal Gear Solid. Gran Turismo, okay. Also, I saw during the break, Zet dropped the tip of putting PS1 games in a separate folder for each game, because then what it does individual memory cards for each one. Yeah, good to know. 'Cause yeah, currently I just have all my files as CHDs in the same directory, so that's good to know. Nami. Also, does anybody know how to get rid of the resolution change notification? Is that in the settings dot whatever, like the settings.ini script or something? New game. That's me. Journey back to 1792. We going back. Okay, it's in the ini. Got it. Okay. I'll do that later then. Don't gotta do that now. Man, that's some crunchy FMV. Good lord, look at that. Yes. Okay, I've heard about the MiSTer Companion software. If you're recommending it, it's good to know that can be helpful. Hey. I'm not the biggest Castlevania person, so I've only played Symphony at Night like once or twice. That was a while ago, so forgive any bad gameplay. Or not, I'm not your dad.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh.
Okay, look at Dracula's beady little 1-pixel red eyes. Alright, here's a real good test. Okay, it blends it a little bit to make it look a bit more like eyes. Let's see if the other one's doing more. Yeah, okay, and then the like dirtier preset, I guess, does make it a little bit more. See, the PVM, a little too clean, I think. Yeah, I think the Trinitron one. Yeah.
I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Yeah, look at Dracula's artwork there. Notice how it kind of just looks like in a 2D illustration? Then if we turn it off... Ugh! Mess of pixels.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you!
Said the thing. What's the button? Dude, what's the button? Oh, I'm swapping between them like a dumbass, that's why. Up? It's up. Okay. Up and attack. Oh, that's right, the wiggle chain. Like I said, it's been a long time. Ah. MiSTer! Well, I tried without the power-up. Oh, come on. D-pad feels great for games like this, by the way, on the 8BitDo Pro 3. Very snappy. There we go. Transform! Damn, PS1 has mode 7, that's crazy. I'm kind of curious how they did that back there. That don't look like geometry. Later, dude. Hell yeah. You want to be a werewolf so bad? Fursuits exist, my guy. It was Richter Bellamont who messed Dracula up. He messed him up so bad, it was kind of crazy. Like LMAO, can you believe what a jobber Dracula was? That's so insane, dude. Really weird vernacular back there in the 90s. Unskippable. I forgot that this isn't... this is unskippable. Oh, well. The vibes are good. The slow pan out to the castle. Like I said, not the biggest Castlevania fan, but I can't argue with Symphony of the Night. It's a masterfully made game. Yeah, Zed, I think that's like ultimately a byproduct of it being a hobbyist device that started as something people kind of cobbled together, right? Kind of like, there's no, oh geez, that's loud. There's no like handbook to building a PC in a similar way. I feel like MiSTer is matured enough though that we could like start thinking about that as like point someone to this URL and it kind of just explains everything, right? This is such a cool intro. So what, that's a riff on Rondo of Blood, isn't it? That had the carriage in the intro. And here, Alucard just runs the same course. Let's see, what is triangle? Moving. The song slaps, by the way. This rendition is so good. Finally, a shirt. That's what Alucard needed. Let's see, where do you go? What the hell? Secret tunnel? Through the mountain? I want a potion. Yo, look at these fish dudes! Remind me of the space pirates from Metroid. a good idea, Zed. Nice that you're exploring that. Figure out what people need.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I do love the
I've
campy
come to put an
voice
end to
acting.
this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You
Hell.
shall regret those words.
Your
We
words
will
and
meet
deeds.
again.
What? Alright. Y'all get the idea. It's Symphony of the Night. You know it. You love it. See, people wanted to see Metal Gear Solid. Pardon me. So, give him Metal Gear Solid. Did I do that right? Lords of Shadows? I own it. I've never played it. I've always thought about it. Character actions. Castlevania, right? That was good. That was real good. A Kojimbo game. There's nothing like it. Metal Gear Solid 1, for the time, for the platform, like a borderline perfect video game.
On Shadow Moses Island, in
I love
Alaska's
this game.
Fox Archipelago, was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours,
Sound reverb has been corrected on the news core. Good to know. Good to know that.
You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstead.
Yeah,
Kenneth
PlayStation
Baker.
opening into the Konami
Both are
one
being
on
held as
here is
hostages.
so good.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the
Carefully.
disposal facility by sub.
Carefully.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise.
Notice how straightforward
Vulcan
this
Raven,
is.
Giant and Shaman.
Direct and to the point, you know?
And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally,
There's like,
Sergeant
here's your Mega Man
Foxhound
bosses.
Squad
Go
leader,
take him out, Snake,
Liquid
you know?
Snake,
Liquid Snake.
the man with the same code name as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
vibes. The goddamn vibes, y'all. Great time for my neighbors to be mowing the lawn. Yeah, look at that. Vibration works in this core, yeah. You know, if you needed it for any particular reason, right? Oh. Damn, this scene is dark with the CRT effect on. This is where doing HDR would really help out. Notice all the little things that come together. The music, the solid voice acting, the camera work.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear.
Bone conduction?
No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
There he is, Snake. Yeah, that scene is really dark. Holy moly. Oh, but look at that dithering. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this was meant for CRT, huh? Let me see, there's stuff you can play around with. You can turn the dithering off. Still looks pretty pixelated. For accuracy, I'll keep it on. Widescreen hack? Oh, it's... Whoa, what the... Whoa, what? I didn't know this was in here. I know it's cut off on this scene, hang on. I didn't know this was in here. It's like an emulator style widescreen hack. Huh. That's really cool. Or, well, you know, software emulator style widescreen hack. Find a hardware emulator like the MiSTer. That's really neat. What else can you putz around with here? Texture filter. I see. Okay. Turn that off. Interesting. You can really mess around with this stuff. That is really cool. Yeah, PGXP in Duck Station is like the reason that I love Duck Station so much. Definitely. Oh no. You guys didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. I was never here. I was never here. Bob and weave, snake. You guys don't see anything. You don't see anything. Oh. So caught up in me.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
So caught up on them. Okay. Hey, this is really cool. Where was... There we go. And then immediately just... Huh. Cool. Oh. A newer versions of the accordion select version of the GPU, earlier or later. That is cool. Depending on like if some games work better on certain setups. That's neat. Cool. All right, I think, well, like y'all kind of get the idea with PlayStation, right? Anything else that like we should really take a look at? That's like Gran Turismo. Try GT2. Oh, by the way, the PlayStation startup sound here, this only happens if you have an actual PS1 BIOS on the system. Otherwise, the SuperStation ships with its own like open source PS1 BIOS. Or I assume it's open source. Like their own one. I don't know if that's like a MiSTer thing or a SuperStation thing. I assume it's a SuperStation thing. It has like a different startup sound, but I had to put on the PS1 BIOS to get that that classic sound. Yeah, for legal reasons, they can't have the official PS1 one. Monkey. Get in a car. This is a good time to mention that I've like never played GT2. How do you get in car? Get in a car. License? Dealers? I know dealers are in cities. I've been to the big city before. I'm talking about how to get a car. Price. I need a license first. Simulation sucks. This is why I prefer arcade racers. Cars included in this game may be different from the actual cars in shapes, colors, and performance. And remember, when driving a car in real life, always... Okay. Road race. Let's do normal. I can handle normal. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. I want to go with the RX-7. Tahiti Road or Midfield Raceway? Go Tahiti Road. All right. Oh god, what is view? R1. I might not be the cleanest racer, but I'm the most efficient racer. The most efficient racer you've ever seen. This is all part of the strategy. Oh! All part of strategy. Still strategy. Ooh, now it smells like freshly cut grass outside. That's nice. See, the strategy is, you don't have to be good at racing. You just have to run everybody else off the road. They love it when you do that in professional racing. Now, my perception of this game may be a little skewed because I played a bunch of arcade racers in Steam Next Fest last night. It may be the case, but who can say? Who say? Oh no! I clipped it! Game sucks. Where's Ridge Racer Type 4? Damn it. Why didn't I put that one on here? You know what? Not PlayStation without Crash Bandicoot, right? Oh, the Chrono Cross intro. That's a good call. Yeah, for some reason, I think the So our bottleneck right now is that my SD card reader, I think, is like dying, or just because it's a USB 3.0 one, but the transfer speeds are super slow. So I think I just need to buy a new one. So it's difficult to get new games loaded on here at the moment. Since I don't have like network transfer or anything available to me right now. Howdy. You know what? Yeah, I didn't get any arcade games really set up for today's stream. I should have done that. But if the game is supported by the MiSTer, then from my understanding, everything works great. So you would have to like look at compatibility, but those games need to be done on a game-by-game basis rather than like a universal core, but worth looking into. I see it as a good like bonus add to everything else it can do. Naomi? Nah, Naomi is like way beyond what this thing can do. The MiSTer can do up through like N64. Yeah, and like Zed says, Naomi is basically Dreamcast. So you would think up through like right now they're working on getting CPS3 stuff working. Yeah, look at this dude. That's a cool dude right there.
What have I got?
Remember when Naughty Dog made fun games? I miss those days. The mill slug should be good, right, Set? I don't know about, off the top of my head, Neo Geo stuff. I don't really remember.
What have I got?
One of the most accurate cores, there you go. And also, if you do it this way, you don't have to give your money to new SNK. Wink wink. Hell yeah. Go Crash, go. I love the ding, like flinging them away. Flinging them away. Yeah, buddy. Alright, you don't need to shame me that much. Well, 12. Could be worse. Let's run new SNK. A lot to break down there. The short version is they're owned by the Saudi Arabian government, and there's a lot to not want to support them. I think we can leave it there for now. Alright, I think that's PS1 pretty well covered, which is what most people are going to be buying this thing for. I do want to end with a little N64, what I want to do. Let me get that ready here. Also, let me... Okay, so hang on. Okay, let me turn that controller off. So now, I read the documentation right. Okay, so I have my 8-bit DOS 64 here. So if I hold menu, is it? On the physical device? Yes. Goes into Bluetooth pairing mode. Hold pairing on my controller. Hello, maybe? Searching. Pairing. Finish. Hey, look at that. 8-bit DOS 64? Just that easy. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Let's see, core. Let's go over to N64. Okay. Shoot. Completely different controller, so I have to think about this one. Let's do define N64 buttons. Is this D-pad right? Right, left, down, up. A, B, start, L, R, Z, C up, right, down, left. No. I think that should be good. My A and B are swapped for the menus. I have to remember that. Let's do... Did I seriously not put Star Fox on here? Oh my god, I didn't put Star Fox on here. What's wrong with me? Whatever. Let's do Ocarina of Time. Because everybody knows this game. You know what this intro looks like. Oh, I should turn the filter off. Nope, wrong one. What was I gonna do? Original texture filter. I think this is right. Okay. Oh. The D-dither. Oh, so this is with the D-dithering off. Then this is way on. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that's coming through on stream, but... subtle, but it's there. The anti-aliasing is an option. The bilinear filtering, or upscaling, whatever you would call it. Cool. Texture filter, ugh. And no texture filtering with original texture filtering. Okay. Your mum's a D-dither? Dang. Hey, chat. Wait, no, this is a Zelda game. Hang on. Great Deku tree. Deku. You're now a weirdo. Look, chat. It's just like the remake. This is exactly how it looked in that trailer. Navi. Jake Sully. Dear Mario, I've baked you a cake. Yours truly. Yo, POV. Still wild to see this running at all.
Hello.
I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but if you missed it, just for so long we didn't think N64 would be doable at all. That kid's humping a rock. Concerning. Davy, the fence. Every time. Every time.
Hello.
Listen. Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Yeah, N64 games really look better when it's all blurred together like this, as opposed to super clean, crispy graphics. Yes, let's get going. Stop yapping. There it is. N64 in all its blurry glory. You can fiddle with that a little bit, but it do be working. Yahoo! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Finally. The Zelda experience. Oh, wrong way. What do you want, kid? Fairy, you're not a real man. Wow, rude. The other way, Mido. Sword and shield, yeah. Always preferred sun and moon personally, but right. Alright, well, this is another one where y'all get the idea. I don't really want to fire up a full run of Ocarina of Time. Let's see. Oh, what the hell? Beefhammer, what does boo-poo mean? Can you please translate for me? Let's see. Let's do... I wanted to fire up... Let me see. Let's do... So the Pokemon games aren't just there because I like Pokemon, obviously. They're there because they each have like slight weird quirks in software emulation a lot of the time. Let's go down the line here. Let me try Pokémon Stadium. There's a problem with the Game Packs connector. Huh? Add one type. There we go. Oh, hey you Pikachu? That's a good question. I don't know if the core supports microphones. That's an extremely specific thing. Alright, Pokemon Stadium loading up okay. Let's see if you get into a match and it works okay. Just choose some right away to get right in there.
We're finally underway with Pokemon Tournament Pokecup Pokeball.
Still have your Pokemon Stadium cartridge? Hell yeah, Beef Hammer. Hell yeah.
Mix of moves.
Alright. Pokemon Stadium working well. Against Bulbasaur against Chopma.
And the weak spot.
Heck yeah.
Whoa! No! This Pokemon looks wrong. Neither one is conceding an ace.
Yeah, his sound effects are great. The announcer and everything.
Yeah, it's a hit. And it's down.
And it's down. Okay, Stadium works well.
We're waiting for the next Pokemon.
Let's see.
Oh!
Try Pokemon Snap. Snap sometimes has some issues loading assets in software emulators. If it seems like I'm going rapid fire here, it's because I am. I actually do need to get going soon. I just want to check out a few things really quick. Then we'll head out for the day. Ah.
Hello there.
Wonderful. Oh, pressing the wrong button. No.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, everything's working fine. Robert's a fan. He took special care of it. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is working as you would want, as you would expect. That's what I like to see. I played this on stream a while ago, and it was just... Even on whatever the latest N64 emulator at the time was, I believe that would be... what, Rosalie's Mupin? It was having some issues, so it's nice to see this running exactly how I remember it. That is awesome. Snorlax. Well, we don't know it's a Snorlax yet. Pose, Meowth. There we go. Meow. Banjo-Kazooie's intro was hard to reproduce. Oh god, I'm not as familiar with Banjo. I was never really into the rare platformers, but I do know that they, you know, did some weird stuff on the hardware, so that does make sense. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Does DK64 work without any issues? I'd assume so. I've heard nothing but good things about the N64 core. Oh wait, on this controller, feels great. Everything's just working. Pidgey butt. Yeah, Meowth getting messed up. That Force Gemini needs a patch, but auto patches at launch. Okay, that's cool. You can see that support. Okay. Those are best pictures. Let's see. Which one would he like the best? Probably this one. I think he likes Pidgey's butt very much since it's not forward facing. Pikachu? I wonder if he would like Meowth getting messed up. I know he likes the dynamic pose. DK64 needs special configs. Okay, got it. Got it. Lapras.
Yes.
Yes. Pidgey.
Wow. Wonderful.
Wonderful. He did the thing.
Wonderful.
Hey. 2 for 2. $1,000 points. Nice, nice.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah. His Eevee's not very good. Oh.
Wonderful.
He still liked it? That was a terrible picture. This is bad. Because it's what we have to do right now.
You were close.
Not very good. You were close.
You were close. Wait.
Wait. Alright, good to see Snap working as intended. Let's see. Oh, what the hell did I just do? Auto fire? How did I turn that on? There we go. So it's home and the button. Got it. And then also Pokemon Puzzle League has FMV at the beginning. I want to see how this works out.
Hi, Professor Oak.
Hello, Ash. I have an important message for you. They are starting an official Puzzle League tournament, and you are selected as one of the challengers.
I'll go sign up.
I'm so proud of you, Ash. Being selected for this event is such an honor. Well, there's no time to explain everything. You must hurry.
Nintendo.
Wait! Don't forget to come and see me in my office in Puzzle League Village!
Yeah.
Did you hear me, Ash?
Eager to prove themselves in this new type of Pokemon battle, Ash and Pikachu race to Pokemon Puzzle League Village.
Nice sign,
There it is,
digitally
Pikachu.
added in.
Are you ready for another new challenge? Pikachu!
One player stadium.
Let's do it!
Oh, I'm gonna kick Gary's ass so hard. It's gonna be great. And the blocks load in properly. Nice. Let's see. It's been a second. Let me see. Gotta remember how to do the setups in Aldapon. There's a triple. Let's see, you can get a heart. I cannot get a heart.
Keep on trying. I'm gonna win.
Ah, too real.
Keep on trying.
Can step something here, can't I? Yes, I can.
Way to go!
Yes, 6. Can I get no? I need a Marsh badge.
Keep on trying.
Yeah. Shoot.
I'm gonna win.
I get nope. Wait a second. Dang it, no fire. Sorry, no volcano badge. I gotta stay alive at least.
Way to go!
Shoot.
Keep on trying. Way to go! I'm gonna win. Keep on trying.
I'm rustier than I thought. I thought this would be a cakewalk.
I'm gonna win.
Fire, okay. Can get grass set up.
Way to go!
Deal with this jerk.
I'm gonna win.
I don't like that sound. Whatever Gary just did, I don't like that sound.
Keep on trying. I'm gonna win. Way to go!
Get off my back, Gary.
Way to go! Keep on trying. Way to go!
Oh no, no!
I'm gonna win.
Oh! Oh!
Way to go! Way to go!
Ah! Took him out. Let's go.
I'm a Pokémon Master, the winner!
Eat shit, Gary. Ah, I felt good. I love this game. Resident Evil 2. The Miracle port. Yeah, it's a MIDI version. All the songs in that game are MIDI versions of the 2BM Master soundtrack. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. Capcom. Angel Studios, I wonder what they ever end up doing. It's so compressed! Like, it's a wonder they even got it working, but it's so compressed. Oh my god. Violence medium, yes. Red blood, of course. Blue blood. Alright, let's see how this works. You know, it does do a good job hiding the compression. Oh, the sound though, do you hear that?
What have we got here?
Guy's a maniac.
Why did
Why'd he bite me?
Hey, it exists, you know? Oh.
Man, what a mess. What could have done this? What was that? What are these things?
All right, that's far enough. Don't move. Don't move. No!
All of this crammed into an N64 cartridge.
What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit. I'm running out of ammo here.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down!
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
This is gnarly.
There! Buckle up.
Okay.
Yeah, you make the blood blue, green, or red.
And the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
You came with... What was that?
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
Is Claire's voice the museum curator in Mega Man Legends? I think it's the same person.
You okay?
Still in one piece.
Oh no. Oh no.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station.
Leon!
I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you know, you get into the game, it's like, it could look worse. Oh, I might have a... Oh, it looks fine. Looks fine. It is resolution changing like crazy, though. That's kind of funny. Like, per screen. Get in there, Leon. The doors that don't need to exist in this version. At least not as
Freeze.
much. I might have to decompress some stuff, but
Who are you?
Who
What
are
are you doing here?
Hold your fire!
a
I'm
very
a human!
Canadian voice acting. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
It's kind of wild that works at all. Okay, chat, I know I said I would do some Mario 64 to end, but I ran a little long with the PS1 stuff and everything, so I actually do think I'm gonna have to call it there for today. Thanks for hanging out while I checked out all this MiSTer stuff. This was a lot of fun. Let me think. What else? Oh yeah. If you missed any of the stream and you want to see more of what we explored today, Turbo Shawn on YouTube. You can check out the VOD that I will upload overnight, and you can check out more of the stream or anything you may have missed there. Any announcements or anything? I might just, I might just fire up Mario on Saturday. Quite a few people watching, more than usual. So if you're new to the stream, I stream on Saturdays and Sundays around this time, around noon Central. And I had a fun time checking out the SuperStation and the MiSTer and everything. Thanks to everybody who stopped by, who was very knowledgeable. Thanks to Zet for dropping all the hot tips in the chat on the development side of things. That was very nice of you. This was a fun stream. I'm glad I could show off everything that I love about the MiSTer project. I'm glad that I could show off the SuperStation and everything that I think is cool about it. And I'm glad everyone had a good time hanging out. So thanks for that. Thanks for hanging out today. You know what? We are gonna raid today. We're gonna raid Games Done Quick. I do believe they are still at the tail end of their Juneteenth celebration for Blacking a Flash. So if y'all want to watch some speed running, if you're not quite done for the day, I'll send y'all over there and you can hang out if you want to. But yeah, thanks for checking out the stream, and I will see y'all on Saturday. Maybe I'll just stream Star Fox, because that comes out, well, on Friday, I believe, of this week. Thursday or Friday, so that we might do that. I'll figure something out. But thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.